Yeah, everybody was so like they ever since you came on, every single episode we've aired since, there've been somebody asking a question. What about Destiny's fight? Or how's Destiny doing? Or how's she
Oh.
doing? Or when's her fight? Make sure you live stream it. Or where's the website again? And so I just had to keep on saying, hey, she had a technical difficulty. She's gonna come back on. We want her to share her story. And I didn't know about it because I know we're both busy, so we try to keep in contact as much as possible. But I got on Instagram and seen your mom's post, and you were in a hospital bed, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
man, that's
Yeah.
tough. So I don't know. You and Tim were touching on it, but when it like being in that hospital bed, just a few days before that, you were on a title fight. You're striving and thriving. You were pushing hard, pushing yourself hard, blood, sweat, and tears, and then just you wake up in the morning and in excruciating pain. Or
Yeah.
what was that? What was that like a little bit?
Um, I mean, I was in a ton of pain. Like, I was in a ton of pain. While I was striving and thriving, I was in a ton of pain. I was just, pushing through it because I had a fight. So, yeah, that was the only thing on my mind. I was like, I just gotta make it through this fight, and then I could take care of the injury. Just get me through this fight. But it was very hard. It was mental, and it was really hard for me to accept the fact that I wasn't fighting. I was like on my way to the hospital, and I'm like, well, let's just see what happens, okay, guys. Let's just see. We might be okay. We might still fight. Who knows? And everybody around me like, you're not fighting, dude. Like, you're not fighting. And I'm like, we don't know. Let's see what the doctor says. And so I mean, I would have done anything to get to that fight, but I mean, God had other plans. And I think at the end of the day, it was a blessing in disguise. And that was really hard to grasp at first. It was like, because it's so easy to like say, why me? Um, but I think at the end of the day, it was a blessing because I mean, I was never going to stop. I was never going to get it fixed. And I think sometimes you need to be saved from yourself, and that's kind of what happened. So, now I'm being forced to recover and get it taken care of, and now we won't have to deal with it anymore. So I'm just trying to look at the silver lining. Once I'm healed, I can hit it hard and take off in my pro career without having to be in pain, because I've been in pain for a very long time. So living without pain is going to be pretty nice, if I may say so.
When did you first get injured? So you've had this injury for a while.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually my second surgery. I had the same surgery, a similar surgery, not as intense, or it was an emergency like this was, but I had this similar surgery January of 2020. But I just didn't heal properly. I didn't, do what I needed to do to make sure that I was okay, like physical therapy and stuff like that. And then I just got back to training, so I think that had a lot to do with it. But in January of this year is when I started to feel a lot of pain again, and so I was in pain for about like 5 months before finally it took me out, you know. But I mean, yeah, it was hard because, like you said, I was preparing for a title fight. That was the hardest thing for me. Like, I was working so hard and for so long, and I was gonna put on a show. Like I was so excited to put on a show. I knew I was gonna shine. So it was like something being ripped from you. But sometimes certain things will get taken away, so better things can, be brought to you. So that's kind of where my mindset's at right now. I'm excited for the future, and just excited to be healthy. Yeah.
Oh man, and like you said, you're ready to put on a show. You were excited, and I remember like the last show we had, and it really stuck with me, and it stuck with a lot of people because I heard a lot of people bring it up to me. But you were talking about like your journey and how much you fight and you strive and you push yourself, and you said like you can see your dream, you can taste your dream, you can almost reach out and grab it. You said you can almost hold it in your hand. It's like right there, and you know going to the hospital, dealing with the injury, the doctors and your friends telling you not to fight. What did you see it slipping away, or what was going on in your mind at that point?
For a second, I did. Because when it first happened, it seemed like the light at the end of the tunnel was super far away. Sorry, was super far away. Like recovery didn't seem like it was going to happen because, like I said, I couldn't walk. It was a lot of nerve damage, so I couldn't feel my right leg, like all the way down to my toes. So being an athlete and not being able to move your toes or move or walk was really hard. And so, yeah, it seemed like I was like, am I going to get it back? What's going to happen? But then, I'm me. I'm always going to come back. And it got to the point where I was like, not even worried anymore about that, or like, it was more so just the time. Like, I'm like, gosh, now I got to just be patient and take this time because that's the only thing that's going to fix it. But the thought of not coming back left my mind because I know how I am. Like, it's not even a thought in my mind. Once my body started to do its thing and, heal, and like certain things start coming back, and each day I get better. Like, each day I get a little bit better. So once I started to see that, I knew that it wasn't going to be my body that held me back. And I mean, that's the only thing that could ever stop me, is if I physically could not do it anymore. Like mentally I'll never stop. So once my body started to get better, I knew, like, okay, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to get through this, and I'm going to be back doing what I love to do. It's just going to take time. So now it's just the whole being patient thing. That's hard. That's very mental, because it's easy to like slip into that dark place, but I have a timeline, and I have goals. Like, I have goals for this whole recovery, and I just, I'm focused on the goals, focused on the dates, and I'm very confident that I'll fight at the end of the year now. This also gave me like some really good mental strength also, because now I'm just like at a point I'm like, no, nobody can break me at this point. You know what I mean? I've been through so much. So I'm very excited. Like, I'm very excited to just be healthy, because I'm coming back with a vengeance, and it's gonna be the comeback of the decade. So I'm excited. I'm really excited now. I see the light now, is what I'm saying.
Well, I don't want to go too far past. So you were in the hospital bed, and yeah, nerve damage, and you couldn't feel your toes, couldn't feel your legs.
Right.
How long did that last for?
Let's see. So I got out like the Monday. So I got surgery on a Saturday, and I was released on like Monday. And I probably didn't start getting. I mean, I'm still a little numb. Like, I definitely got feeling back, and I can walk. I'm walking on my own. I'm just getting strong. Like I said, I'm getting stronger each day, but it's still a little numbness in certain places. Like, my foot still is a little weak. It's called drop foot or something like that, is kind of what I'm dealing with right now. And so, I mean, it's not great yet, but then the thing that sucks is nerves take the longest to heal. Like, yeah. So it's like, it could take like, maybe till August until I'm actually 100% better. But thankfully, the doctor said he got in there in time. Like, if I had waited any longer, it could have been a different story, because the nerves were just compressed rather than severed. So he was able to go in there and save it and, clean it all up. But he said when he got in there, it was really bad. So not to, be so hard on myself. My nerves went through a lot of damage. So it's going to take some time for them to, be normal again. But like I said, I really do get a little bit better every single day, and it amazes me. I'm like, wow, the body is amazing. Something I couldn't do yesterday, I'm doing today. And that's also something that keeps me going, because I'm not going backwards. So that's a huge relief.
100%. There's a movie, and I think it's based on a true story, and it's an Italian boxer, or his name was like Vincent
Benny.
or something like Vinny. And he was like a world champion, or he was, the best in the world. And he got in a car accident. He jumped in his buddy's brand new car, and they're cruising down the road, and they're fighting over the radio or something, and they get in a head-on accident. And the Vinny, he ends up breaking his neck or severing some discs in his neck, and he can't walk, and he has the cone on his head.
Yeah.
And I know you didn't have that around your neck, and it wasn't that as severe of him being paralyzed or whatever, but I resembled it to, like, when I seen you in the hospital bed. Then you posted a video like 2 days later or 3 days later of you walking on a walker, and then like cheering you on. And like, from that movie, it just draw a lot of inspiration to me, just in the similarities. And I'm like, oh, she's gonna be a world champion. No doubt. This just added so much more rocket fuel to her. There's,
Yeah.
like this set her back a little bit, let her put a lot more in perspective, as
Mhm.
just as far as like how I was viewing it. And I just knew, like I told you before though, like we know where you're going. We know the effort you put into it. We know how hard you work. I mean, I see it, with the videos you post on Instagram, but even the people in your gym that see you day in and day out can even vouch for that.